property tax. I want to do a property tax rebate this year. We're working with the Senate on the budget on getting that through.
It was a top priority for Governor Ron DeSantis, who was hopeful property taxes were going to be part of this year's state budget.
Yeah, but now the budget is passed, session has officially wrapped, and property taxes didn't make the final cut. News Channel 8's Capitol Bureau reporter Mackenzie Laporte explains why lawmakers aren't giving up this discussion just yet.
The budget finally got the green light, and its next stop is the governor's desk, who now holds all the power. But he's only got about 2 weeks left before the end of the fiscal year to sign it. It wasn't in the final budget. However, lawmakers say the discussion on property tax reform is far from over.
The property tax discussion, let me just say this, it is alive and well.
Senate President Ben Albright and House Speaker Danny Perez plan to keep the conversation going, with members meeting in the coming months, directly asking Floridians back home what they want.
In order for our membership to take back home, talk to their constituents about, talk to their businesses about, talk to their local leaders about, and then eventually come back to Tallahassee to make a decision on which one of those, if any, is the best option for Florida moving forward.
Whether it's a reduction or a complete elimination on property taxes, lawmakers want voters to decide in 2026. But for some, a complete removal strikes fear that fiscally constrained or rural counties will lose revenue that they count on. DeSantis, however, says he's crunched the numbers.
And if you said tomorrow there would be no tax on anybody's homesteaded property, personal residence, the amount of money that we would need in Florida to backfill all that revenue for those fiscally constrained counties is about $300 million a year. And I'm just telling you, that is budget dust. Like, that's easy for us to do.
But Democrats argue it would be catastrophic to local governments who rely on those dollars.
It would be ridiculous to eliminate property taxes. This is something that the governor has proposed. And again, that would completely hamstring our local governments who depend on those tax revenues to be able to actually, run and function for our communities.
The governor has the power to call lawmakers back to Tallahassee for another special session to solely focus on property tax reform. But it remains unknown at this time whether he plans to do so. Here at the State House, Mackenzie Laporte, 8 on your side.